What's up guys, Rich Duperbash back in the shop. Just want to give a little update about this ripper. Again, this is the 1/12 scale Losi race inspired all-wheel drive NASCAR. Like I covered in my first bench video, this sucker is really based on the arm of GROM. It's just longer and way lower to the ground, definitely sleek and designed for speed. I've had this sucker out several times in my front yard just ripping around in the neighborhood. Honestly decided to never run it with a stock brush setup. Just want to give some quick feedback and get this sucker out ripping today and just touch on what I've tried with this car so far. This little ripper is pretty much the perfect size and scale, especially if you get together with some buddies just to race and have some fun. Like I covered in my first video, they did such an awesome job with the engineering on this. Quick look at the stock brush motor I pulled out. It's definitely quite a bit heavier than the brushless setup I put in. I noticed with the ESC receiver combo, they actually added an on-off switch. Looks like I have another intruder today. What's up, Harley? What's up, little buddy? Just a reminder, guys, this car comes fully ready to run with everything you need straight out of the box. Comes with a 2S Spectrum LiPo, and it's probably good for about 20 miles an hour. I just wanted something with a little more pep, that's a little harder to drive, a little more challenging. Right now, this little guy is doing about 50 miles per hour, which for this scale is plenty fast. The biggest difference between this, the Typhon, and the Mojave is there's definitely way more space to put electronics in. Big props to them for actually having a little ESC mount. You'll see I put a Tactic TTX 300 receiver on top. And ditto with the ESC plate. There's a nice flat spot under there where you can just stick this sucker down. Just like in my Mojave GROM, I'm running the Quick Run 16 BL30, and that's paired with a 2435 4500 kV. This system's super smooth and reliable, and so far my temps have been fantastic. Once again, the 4500 is rated for 3S, the 6500 kV is rated to 2S, and super important detail, again guys, the Hobby Wing and I believe the Castle, they both come with a 2mm motor shaft. I went ahead and dropped in a Robinson Racing 22 tooth. There's the part number, it's an 1822 mini pinion. Again, it's a 0.5 mod, just like stock. I also tried out this little KingVal setup. This came as a combo. I think I bought it off Amazon or eBay, and it was only like 30 bucks. The ESC is still in the box. It's about the same size as the Quick Run, but I absolutely love the adjustability of the Quick Run. I'm already familiar with it, and these actually have the same size connector. This particular KingVal is a 2440, the 4600. The nice thing about the KingVal is the shaft size is the same as the stock brush motor. I think it's a 2.3mm shaft, which basically allows you to use the stock arm of pinions. The throw on these arm of pinions is also a little bit longer, so it's a little easier to get your gear mesh than with the Robinson Racing. I was actually super impressed with this motor, guys. It's got plenty of power, it was nice and smooth. The only thing is it got a little bit hot with the stock 19 tooth pinion. I think it was actually a little bit under geared. Fortunately, this 22 tooth arm of pinion just showed up in the mail. Definitely gonna slap this sucker on and run this baby again. Quick shot of the 2S pack that comes with the truck. Again, I'm running this on 3S. These are 1300 milliamp, I believe from Power Hobby. To be honest with you guys, as light as this car really is, she probably rips just fine with the 6500 milliamp on 2S. As she sits right now without a LiPo, she weighs in at 1 pound, 14.3 ounces. Definitely super light. She's a little squirrely to control at speed, but for me, that's part of the fun and the challenge. Make no mistake, as low slung as this sucker is, you definitely don't have a lot of clearance. Street reflectors will send this sucker airborne. You'll see a little bit of shoulder wear on my front tires. I've been ripping this sucker in my front yard. The asphalt out there is really rough. Hopefully I'll find a nice smooth spot to rip this baby. Yeah, she takes a little finesse, guys. Yeah, she moves, guys. Well guys, unfortunately with that mishap tagging my daughter Angie's car, you'll see I snapped my motor shaft off my hobby wing. Again, that's the 2mm shaft, and I noticed I lost 4 teeth off my little Robinson Racing pinion. From my experience, it seems like the Losi pinions, they just fit a little bit better than the Robinson Racing. I'm not sure if there's a spec issue between the motor shaft and the actual inner bore of the pinion. Maybe there's a slight difference in the cut, I'm really not sure. But as of now, I'm leaning towards getting a motor with a 2.3mm shaft, just a little bit more beef on there, and running the stock GROM pinions. All right guys, time for rip number 2. I got my KingVal in here with a 22 tooth pinion. Again, this is the 4600 kV 2440. Yeah, this little motor rips. I think this has more kick than the Hobby Wing, guys. Definitely feels smoother paired with the Hobby Wing ESC. Yeah, this thing gets up and moves, guys. Quick temp check, guys. I think I had, yep, looks like about a 130, a 140 at the back of the can. ESC 120, so definitely not bad. Again, that's with a 22 tooth pinion. Really digging this little KingVal motor. Well, the wheels are a little slick in here, guys. Well, she is a GROM, guys. bit lacking in air control, but she is a NASCAR. Well guys, the little NASCAR did surprisingly well here at the skate park. Definitely not what it's designed for, but she took a good hammering. Hopefully I showed a little bit of durability test here. Only damage I found was I'd nose bombed it from probably, I don't know, 6 to 8 feet. I had to kind of straighten the front splitter just a little bit by hand. Couple scrapes and dings, but I'm super impressed with this little ripper. Once again, huge shout out to my local hobby shop, Fast Track Hobbies in Rocklin, California. And big props to Losi and Arma for another killer design. Perfect little car to rip around on the front, guys. Good, just ripping this little car around. Ooh. Don't break it. That's a fun little NASCAR. Just testing a new motor right now.
So fascinating. Has Sterling seen that?
No, not yet.
He's gonna love that.
Yeah, he's gonna dig it.
No, he's gonna want to get one after he sees that.
I hope he does get one.
His collection.
Super impressed with the tires too.